last year, and it's always a pleasure being here. This is a really amazing topic. I've never expected talking about this year. So I'm really excited about it. I loved it.
Neither do I, to be honest. But I was thinking about this like last week, I think, and I think, okay, I would change. I changed the topic. It was something else, and I said, "Oh, I would like to talk about it because it's so huge. It's like anyway." And you, Junior, can you present yourself, please?
Okay, this part is difficult. Is okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Oscar. I am a business analyst in technology information. I live in São Paulo, Barueri, capital. I married. I have two sons. I with baby, maybe 1 year. Is my first time is TNT. I'm nervous.
Okay,
Yes.
it's your first time. You didn't see that. You didn't say that. I didn't know. Sorry. So the first timers will be here with me. So you're lucky.
Thank
Okay,
you.
no problem. So here in this immersions, we don't correct you if you need to be corrected. We have classes. But of course, if you need some like, how can I say that? I forgot how to say that, and ask, we will help you. And we don't judge your English, so any level can be here talking. And pretty much that. So that let's start with Bruna. What are some good Brazilian telenovelas, so soap operas? You
Okay,
know, sorry, you
Go
know,
ahead, go ahead.
the name is soap opera. Soap.
Something about the operas in the past and soap or not?
It's more about soap. Because I was searched
It's
for
okay.
to interrupt you. I was searching about it, and it was because for housewives, pretty much, and they used to be streaming in the lunchtime or after lunch, and then the cleaners, the housewives, I know it's horrible, but they were washing the dishes. That's why soap operas.
That's interesting. Okay, very good.
Okay.
I loved this theme, but I was thinking, if I should attend the meeting or not, because I must confess it's been a long time
Me
that
too.
I don't watch anything. For me, I think the favorite and like the one I really watched it like when I was younger, it was Senhora do Destino. I loved it. This one for me, one of the best. O Clone too. I know it's a bit old, but it was great, and I really remember myself watching it. These actually watching these two. For me, these were the best.
I think
Who were
the last soap opera I watched was The Favorite, the name, a favorita.
Yeah.
Long time ago. Like I don't
Yes,
know
yes.
when it was, but it was. I really like it. I love it. I love it as well.
Yeah. No, and sorry, just to add something. I don't know if you know, but everything is available on Google Play now. Well, Global Play, sorry. Then like you can watch it again, if you want to.
Yeah. What else? Snakes and how to say lagartos? I forgot. Cobras lagartos.
Liz,
Well,
li-
lizards.
lizards.
Snakes and lizards. It doesn't make sense in English, but that's the name. And you, Junior?
Telenovelas. Unfortunately, I'm not one to watch telenovelas, but I like series. But when I was a kid, I ended up watching telenovelas. I don't. I don't like very much because I watched it. I what because I wanted to watch the movies in sequence. Yes, but
But you remember any? Do you remember any?
yes,
The names?
the names Rocky, Rocky, Rocky about to rock. Yes,
Ah,
Pedros de
rock,
Pedros.
rock on rock.
Yes,
Or
rock,
over, I think rock over rock would be like
rock over rock. Oh, thank you.
so
Yes. Ah, Laços de Família, acho que é isso. Laços de Família. Yes. Acredito que seja isso, mas.
family ties. I have no idea how to. It doesn't make sense in
I
English.
want people.
I don't know how to say laços. I know the knots, or knots, maybe knots. Anyway,
Okay.
laços de família was a big one.
That's
The scene, the woman shaving,
uh,
having her hair shaved.
That's
Anyway,
true. Oh
okay.
gosh.
it's a big thing. So the second question is about this. For you, what's the influence of soap operas in Brazilian culture?
Uh,
For you, Junior.
uh, mm, uh, well, good. I don't like telenovelas. I don't watching. I don't watch. I don't watch nothing. I don't have time because I have two kids. I have two kids. I am cooking. I am studying. I am to work, and I don't time this to watching nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, but do you think there is any influence in the Brazilian way to live?
Okay. Uh, mm, I don't in my life don't influence in nothing in my lives. I don't in my opinion, I hate telenovelas.
Jesus, that's not the meeting for you.
Uma perca de tempo, eu acho. Sei lá.
You're wasting your time. But do you think people get things from the soap of the telenovelas? Like they start to talk like people in the telenovelas, or the outfits, this kind of things. How the telenovelas influence other people's,
Mm,
but you.
the height influence in the others people because I believe this the people elas seguem, né? Elas procuram. I found to lives the other lives in your lives, sabe? Elas procuram viver a vida deles e tentar espelhar na vida das pessoas. Eu acho que seria isso.
Interesting. I think so too. I agree. Bruna, and for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I think we can talk about a lot of things here. It influenced. I think soap operas influence. They influence us in a lot of ways. In terms of representativeness. Representativeness. I think that's the one. Representativity. Sorry. Also in terms of fashion, outfits, like some trends. What else? I think sometimes we can consider this as a waste of time, but for some people, this is the only thing they have as an entertainment. Not everybody has access to streaming platforms or to the internet, and then sometimes this can be their only entertainment. So I think this is something else. What else? Yeah, I think these are the main points I can think now.
Yeah, yeah. The influence is massive, actually, because I remember things which changed after some telenovela, like the Estatuto do Idoso. It just happened because, remember, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a granddaughter who mistreated their grandparents in the novella, and
Yeah.
then it changed, and it changed the way we saw the old people, and from that, the congressmen, women, they start to think about, and then we have a Estatuto do Idoso after. I don't know how to say this in English, but
It's
the,
powerful. Yeah.
yeah, it's very powerful. It's like absolutely powerful, and we can access other cultures like Ukloni. It was the first time I even think about, I even thought about the. No, we have that the thing like kind of fantasy about the what's the name, the Muslim culture, but then they showed another way, another to see, and then we start to be interested about it, Brazilians in general. And I remember I used to wear that anel da Jade.
Me too. Yeah.
You know that one you put a hair in there. That's so it is. There was like Salve Jorge as well, about what's the name, human traffic. So many things people will start to see in the novellas, and then it influence the way you see the world. I think it's massive, it's huge. 4. I will skip the 3 and go to the 4. Why do people love soap operas? Junior, why people love soap operas?
I believe I believe that many people imagine having a life similar. The characters in the telenovelas in this influence this influences a lot. I believe in my opinion at times. Yes.
Everything here is about our opinion. That's why it's so good. We can say whatever you want with respect, of course. we can expose our opinion. Bruna, and for you.
Yeah, I think it's because of this. First of all, because of routine. You like, it's usually at night or when you're getting home. You just have some time to relax a little bit after a long day. This is a feeling I've had when I use it to watch it, and I still see my parents doing it. They had a long day and they are just there. They turn the TV on, and it's some time just to relax. And I think they can we have this expectation, like what's going to happen the next day, how is the story going to change. Everybody like expecting something nice or like something different to happen. I don't know, like a plot twist, like what's going to happen to the characters. So these anxiety and these expectation, it's really, really nice. Yeah. And yeah, just like we were saying too, about feeling represented somehow, or seeing another perspective, another life that it isn't similar to yours. Like, even this being something that is unreal, sometimes we identify to some characters, you know, and I think this can be another reason that we like it.
Yeah, I agree. I think I don't like when I'm not watching. After I start watching, I I got I get involved, you know, and then I don't waste my time after that, like thinking what is happening with the. It's like a series. It is our TV series, you know, and it's every day. It's not once a week, and so that's so good. And we know many people are doing the same thing at the same time. You feel part of, I don't know, and it is a series people are talking in our language, our daily problems. You know, you, as I said, you can identify many things, and you can just transport yourself for that place to that place and live out of your problems for like an hour and so on. It's and you involve, like, it's like film series, books, the same thing. I don't see any difference in terms of entertainment, or it's fantasy. We need fantasy. I think that's why we like so much. At the same time, we see people say it's unreal, like the houses, the poor people houses novellas. This is much better than mine. Everyone has, but anyway, it is like Pantanal is huge now. I know everybody's watching again, and people, I see. I don't watch the novella now, but I see people changing the way people are seeing Pantanal again. I don't know. It is interesting. I like more the culture than the novellas itself. I think the culture of watching novellas with your grandmother, and you have things to it's nice. I like it. So number 5, can soap operas be educational, and how? Junior, what do you think?
Can suppers be educational? Yeah, in the telenovelas, in fantasy, in don't real, because eles criam situations real. I followed the some medias, some networks. I see that telenovelas show many negatives in situation in the kids, and learning, teachings, in things that are not educational. Yes, educational. This is a very terrible. It's a very terrible. So many exposures and situations don't real. I don't believe it in. I don't believe this educational. But yeah.
Okay.
Seems.
That's great.
I'm lack the vocabulary in English.
No, you're doing
You're
great.
totally doing it. Yes, you're
Sorry.
doing it. It's okay. You're doing it.
I love it. The portal, the website, and talk. It's very nice. It's good.
That's good.
Yes,
Welcome.
I love it. I love this. I'm sorry. I am sorry. This says, one year eu gastei, né? I gastei expensive in courses in English is terrible. cada um apresenta uma metodologia, assim, é uma coisa assim, horrível, joguei muito dinheiro fora. E and contacting the LinkedIn, eu conheci o Felipe.
Uhum.
E aí eu chamei ele para em call e eu falei, oh, okay, interesting, mas can be conversation this the other persons in high level in English. I don't. I'm lack vocabulary. I don't vocabulary this conversation. These people. He says to try, in 30 days.
Yeah.
Depois a gente conversa. And I love this opportunity, this form, this conversation. I'm feeling this happy. Be happy.
That's good.
I'm sorry this. I'm sorry atrapalhar o
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
It's
these
great.
questions.
No,
No.
it's so good. Go ahead, Nathan, to honest.
No, I would say it's okay. We are not here to just agree. We are here to practice our English, the language, not just English. We have other languages on TNTs as well, and share opinions. Like I see your points, and that makes me think about it. And you see our points. You don't need to agree. And that's why we are here to respect our opinions, actually. So the first thing here is a way you can share, is a place you can share your opinion and you be respected. Of course, you have to be respectful as well, because that's what you get. you exchange respect and knowledge. So when you get in a conversation like that, we don't like, you don't have vocabulary. That's the place you are learning the most, because you are accessing vocabulary that you're not using in your daily life, but in somehow or someday you will use in another conversation. You're improving, so your brain's like grinding. That's good. That's good for your learning process.
Thank you.
No problem. So thank you for being here. Bruno, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it can be real educational. I know soap operas, they are not real, we have just actors, but at the same time, every time we have characters, we are telling his story, and a lot of times soap operas tell stories of real things. Even if it's not real, they are telling stories that happen, like we have already seen things about adoption, things about the elderly, about crimes, all of these things, they can teach us, somehow. There is a really nice documentary on Global Play about the LGBTQ plus relationships on soap operas, and how it started. I think this is great too for the community to feel represented, so, and it can show everybody that this is normal and it's okay, so I think it can be really helpful, and it can teach us other perspectives that we sometimes didn't have, so I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think there are a lot of bad things, but we have to know the both sides, because I think it would be unreal. It isn't real. It's a fantasy, it's fiction, of course, like like series, movies, books. So if not documentaries, books or series, it's not real, So that's the main thing. It is fiction, but it has to show the both sides, the bad things and the good things. And of course, we have to know how to deal with. We learn bad things anyway. And you anyway, we can learn how not to doing things, or the worst way to do things anyway. So but at the same time, as like that novella Salve Jorge, many women were saved, were because that novella showed that offer to go to go abroad really easy. Take care. So many women start to think about, maybe I should look closer about it. And then many, so it's like huge. The positive impact, I think, is bigger than negative impact, in my opinion. So yeah, so I think it can be educational. I think so, for bad or for good, but it's educational. Like the elderly thing, the Estatuto do Idoso, for me, was like, we didn't have that before. We didn't even think about it. Okay. So the number 6, in your opinion, what is the best ending to the villains in the Brazilian telenovelas? They should die. They should become good. What should happen with them? Junior, you're laughing. What is the best ending? If you were the writer, would you kill everyone?
I'm sorry. This theme is the opera, soap opera is hard, is difficult for me. I don't want to. Okay. I think that villains always always too bad. And at the end, the operas and seems to that there are always and great emotions, the finalists, and great emotions in the end, in the novellas. I think this will be deveriam. I'm sorry, deveriam to be continued. The villains se dando mal, né, no final da história. That's it. Sorry.
And for you, Bruno, what is the best ending to them?
Yeah, I like to see the bad endings for them too. I know it's cliche, but oh gosh, they were terrible. The whole soap opera, and all the episodes. And then I feel like they need to suffer a little bit, like when it's a good ending for them, I feel like, oh gosh, again, they are taking advantage of this one more time. They are not missing anything, they are just enjoying their lives, and like nothing bad happened to them. So I think I like to see them suffering, like not die, but I don't know, like something bad, at least something bad happening to them.
Yeah, I have to confess, I like to see them suffering as well. But at the same time, it's good when they don't, because it's kind of real. Many people don't get bad things at the end. Many people in the real life, if they are rich, if they are many things, they just get away of, and tricks me, because I always expecting they suffering, and I don't like when they die. I think it's too little. Like, I did die in the end. After everything you did, you should suffer a lot, like finger by finger, like pinches with small needles every day, those kind of things. maybe some. Maybe I like it being tortured. Uh, but I like more when it's something they lost their mind, or they come back to the I don't know. I didn't watch this novela, the Avenida Brasil, but she went back to the lixão. I don't know how to say that. I like it. I think it's better than she die. You know. So I like the bad ending. I did it for them. Do you think Brazilian soap operas can create a stereotyped image of some groups of people? That's a good question I've made. And how? Bruna, what do you think?
Yes, it's a hard question. I think so. Yeah, like in this, for example, you were talking about Ukloni, right? There was another soap opera that they described and that they showed India. It wasn't Ukloni. I forgot the name.
The way, coming to India. The way to India.
Yeah, and then I think of course they are trying their best to show the reality, you know, but I remember how this stereotyped there is a caste in India, Dalits, I think that's the name, and these things were used to stereotype for people here, you know, like we use it to see this word Dalits as an offensive word, you know, and like we use it to use this as a joke, like, you're a Dalit. Like, that's terrible, you know, stereotyping the group and using this to criticize other people, to mock of other people. So I think it's complicated, but at the same time, it's a way to inform. And so I think it's really, really hard, but I don't know if my answer was clear, but I think this can create some stereotypes.
Yeah, it was clear. Yeah, I remember that. I used to say that actually. Dalit. So my sisters, you know, we should have my mom, don't say that. That's horrible anyway. But it is at school. In the school we got this a lot, like when you were one is huge, like that. I remember that. So valid. I remember that. And yes, and that other thing I was thinking here was about the LGBT people. Remember, they use now it's changing, but they use just it exists this kind of people, of course, but always the gay guys, they were very funny. They just make jokes and a lot of gestures and things, and they were accepted because they were entertainment, not because they were people, you know. And that makes me uncomfortable. Like there was the hold on, I forgot his name. One novella, the Felix.
Yeah,
and it was very stereotyped, and there were another one, Clo, something like that. Always about that, like that stereotype was accepted because they were a joke, pretty much, for people, you know. So I think so. I think it can stereotype in some groups. So all gays should be like that, because I accept it because they entertain me. So that's the bad side. So, yeah. And for you, Julia, what do you think?
Your microphone is off.
Sorry. The theme of the soap opera is hard for me, but well, okay. I believe that I don't say will be this will be the affirmative, the response correct. Okay, I believe that is an influence on people, and that makes people try to leave some sense from soap operas. Yeah? But how can I say jargão? Estranho. Então, is very easy to memorize, né? Is memories, the sense, the jargões, né? Is alive. They're alive this in day by day, né? Acho que seria isso. Não sei, eu não sei se eu entendi também muito a pergunta. Sorry.
No, that's it. I remember my mom, she loves soap operas. Yeah. And I remember she always get the jargons. And she said, não é brinquedo, não. There was a time she wasn't saying, assim você mata o papai. My mom's a serious person. She's not very, you know, but she gets this kind of things really easily, you know. And it's funny because you don't expect, and it doesn't match with her as a serious person. She's not super open. She's very open, very extrovert person, but not very funny. So it does. I don't know how to. She talks to everyone, and but she's not. And interesting. She said, "What are you saying?" In any situation, she's watching. She's like washing dishes, and someone like just scare her, and she said, "Assim você mata o papai." Things like that. So, não é brinquedo, não, hein? She got everything. And there was a time she would just say, I forgot, I just remembered, I just forgot. Vem cá, te conheço. She started to say things like, because the jargons, it's really funny. She gets all of them. Let's see. Let's go to the number 3. No, 3, 4. 3. Yeah. What is the most remembered Brazilian soap opera, in your opinion? It doesn't need to be remembered by you, but I think something like a milestone in Brazilian culture, you know? What do you think, Bruna? What's the everyone's you know?
I think Avenida Brasil was a huge one. The song, the story, and Senhora do Destino too. I think this might be one of the biggest ones. You know, it's huge. The story, Nazaré, everything. It's really
Nazaré is a meme.
Yes, and she's a meme worldwide, right? Like everybody uses it. A lot of countries. I have already seen it. So I think this one is huge, and also Avenida Brasil too, because the story was, I think it was really remarkable because the character, she was like, they were so good, and the story was so different, you know. I don't know. I think this one is another huge one.
And for you, Junior, what is the most remembered Brazilian soap opera?
I think that with the time people forget the jargão, né? The soap operas, né? But I don't want soap opera. I don't want it. I don't have I don't have opinion about this question. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No problem. No problem. No problem at all. I think Senhora do Destino, but more, I remember I didn't watch this one. Oh, I watched some parts because my mom, but Nazaré, she was like, she's huge. She is huge. And that Mimi with her face, like just looking around, thinking, calculating. And here where I live, there's a orphanage. The name is Nazaré House. And I said, for me, as a Brazilian, I said, contradiction? It's a contradiction. An orphanage with the name Nazaré House. It doesn't make sense for any people here, but for us, it's like, what the hell? So yeah, I really like this one. And Clone, for me, in my opinion, was like everyone knows who Jade is as well. Was huge. Let's call people back and see there and hear from them their opinion. And Bruno, can you start to answer the 10th, the last one? Have you watched it, Sophia?
Yeah, I have already seen something from India. Like I haven't watched everything, but I know they have something there. I saw it on YouTube, and I think the culture is the biggest difference. You know, we have a lot from Mexico too, right? On SBT, it was really common. Oh yes, yes, I use it to watch it. I think it's more dramatic, you know, like the soundtrack and the cameras, you know, it was really dramatic. I remember I used it to watch Esmeralda, and I loved the songs and everything. I haven't watched it a lot, you know, but Esmeralda was one that I was really into, and I think they are more dramatic, you know. That's it.
I watched all Marimar, Maria do Bairro, A Usurpadora. And I remember, I think it was Susana Vieira saying something about she went to Mexico to play in the Mexican soap opera, and she was with her makeup done, and someone said, why you didn't put makeup on? She said, but I did, because they use too much, they just wear too much makeup, and the face is like just dramatic, the pauses they do, like, and ta-da. I love it. I have to confess, I really like it. And the songs I'm watching again because but now without with the Spanish, because I want to get the Spanish. Now I know some Spanish, so I do it. Gabi, how was the conversation?
Was perfect. I love the topic. I love the old soap operas. I talking about Avenida Brasil. I love Avenida Brasil. It was so dramatic. And you remember me, Usurpadora. I love it that. And other soap opera. I always forgot. I guess Senhora do Destino, who the woman stole a baby. I guess was amazing. It was amazing for me. And the conversation flowed better. Yeah, I love the topic. I love the meeting. It was really funny.
Nice.
Thomas,
Wow.
I remember. Sorry, I remember. There were several song sensations. I remember this Maria do Bairro, Carrossel, and so opera Mexican, and the Brazilian Rainha da Sucata. I remember this.
You see, it's a big thing in our culture. I knew it. It's really hard to avoid it. My husband, he's Australian, and he knows Nazaré. He knows many things from Brazilian soap operas. And I said to him, you should watch it because it's a good way to learn language. So he will. But he said everyone has the not everyone, but Carioca accent, and he doesn't like it. So you should watch Pantanal. Pantanal, the accent is different. Flávia.
Pantanal, Manchete.
Manchete.
Yes.
I have a question for you. How was the conversation? And if you think that soap operas can be educational.
I like this discuss about soap operas. Can be education. Watch soap operas. I think like we said in the other room. It's so difficult to answer this, but I think it depends of the soap operas. If you watch, if you put these soap operas, I don't know. It's so difficult to answer this, but for me, it's negative, most negative. But I don't know this question, Artemis. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So your opinion, that's what it's important. Not if you like or not, if you agree or not, if you think it should be or not. Just your opinion. And for you, Yasmin, it can be educational.
Yeah, I think so. But like as I said in the breakout room, the same way it can help like to create stereotypes and prejudice about others' culture too. So maybe it can be educational in a wrong way too.
Yeah, we said this here. Bruna said something interesting about the Caminho das Índias. We started to call people Dalits. I did, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't know. I was a kid. Forgive me. Everyone is doing the same. We don't have we cannot, you don't have the overview, you know. We just something everyone is doing, something it's not, it doesn't affect us, sometimes affect others, so other things affect the others. It is not our problem. Sometimes. So yeah, but at the same time we had things like Estatuto do Idoso, it had the overview about trafficking human, Salve Jorge. We did have nice things from the soap operas. So it is a part of a culture. It can be negative or positive depending on the time and depending on the people, depending on many situations. But yeah. And Charles, do you like soap operas?
Yes, I like, but nowadays I don't used to watch anymore. I think it's more, I watched it more often when I was child, and I remember some. I think it's it's in the past we had only this channel for watching. I think we used to do this more because this. Nowadays we have internet and soap novel don't it's too much interesting anymore.
Kind of. for people, some people really like still. It's a still big. I hated when there was some adult soap operas in Globo, and SBT was streaming Carrossel or Chiquititas, and I wanted to watch. Or my father wanted to watch the news, and I want to watch Chiquititas, please, I do everything you want to watch it. So for kids, it's Rebeldes. Someone said Rebeldes had a really big impact. It's like huge impact, massive impact in Brazilian. Many people learned Spanish because they liked Rebeldes. Many people. I in my Spanish classes, many people I start to be interested about Spanish because Rebeldes, and so that's a positive impact. So that's educational somehow, you know. So it's very interesting. So guys, thank you very much. I have I put on again here the feedback, the link. So Junior, thank you very much. I hope you liked the first time here.
You girls, you're sensational. you know a lot about some operas. Incredible. I love this moment with you, Bruna and Atamis. I want to participate more in this opportunity with you and Atamis and Bruna.
Nice.
I can, of course, I can. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So keep coming. Gabi is a hostess here. Yasmin as well. So you could try their meetings. So I believe you will like. I'm sure you will like. And you have here the link, the feedback. You can give a comment, like leave a comment, score, anything. So if you like, please answer the feedback. Bruna, go ahead.
The feedback's not working. I don't know why.
But
I will see what's happening. Let's see. Talk to the IT guys.
Okay, no problem. But
it's work here. I put the feedback normal.
Really? It's not working. No, but it's okay.
But
it wasn't amazing anyways.
Okay, you can try. If you know it's not working, no problem. But if you work, you can leave a comment for us. Okay? Thank you very much. See you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.